so don't worry about it.
Yeah. Like, it's entirely possible I perceive it because you gave me such a high passive perception, but I'm not actively looking.
No, so you're not going to notice it since your eyesight's still directed in the other direction.
Can I try to stealthily disappear amongst the crowd to go and link back up with Ardorel?
I mean, if you whistle for my attention and I see you, I can theoretically just bring you to me, but I feel like that's a waste of a
Want
spell.
to disengage myself from this situation quietly.
Fair enough. I feel like Vortex Warp is not quiet. I don't know, though.
Well, all he's done so far is push himself away, and she just goes, "Oh my god, my friend is drunk. Can you guys help me get him out of here?
Motherfucker.
He's been drinking too much."
I do not want to deal with people attempting to mug me in an alley tonight. Yeah, I'm gonna take the low key attempt to take the low key stealth option here.
Do it with disadvantage right now since you are messed up.
Kind of figured.
As she blinks, you're gone from her line of sight.
Okay.
But you are fighting to stay conscious.
Yeah, saw that.
So every time you will be rolling for you'll be rolling a con save to keep your consciousness.
Okay, I'm fine with that. I'm just gonna keep trying to get to O'Koss is busy, so I'm gonna head towards Ardorel, because if I'm gonna pass out, I'd rather pass out near people I know. This is how people wake up in an alley with all their stuff gone.
I mean, passing out next to people you know is also how that happens, but you get the stuff back at the end of it.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like I have any money.
Ardorel, as you're watching,
I mean, you had money, but you left it.
As you're watching from the third balcony, this drunk soldier, you look over. You glance at the guy going, "Hey, you!" Yeah,
I'll ignore him unless he gets like
he's getting
too
close.
close.
Hey, I know you. Hey,
I can throw at him. I do not have a knife I can just throw at him. I'm gonna like flash my sword at him. Not like wave it at him, but like move my cloak out of the way to like go, hey, look, a sword.
hey, I got one of those too, man.
Tonight is gonna require actual bourbon. I'll be right back.
Hey, I know you, man. All right. Your name was then A, right?
I'm just gonna.
Do you still not bother to look at him, or are you still looking forward?
How far away from me is he at this point?
20 feet. He's about to get close to you.
Well, when he gets within 5 feet of me, not looking at him, I'm just gonna try and knock him out.
So you feel a hand on your shoulder now.
Now that is way closer than I was expecting. I was like 5 feet.
Yeah, he stumbled towards you and just closed the gap. Since you're not looking at him, you're waiting to feel it out.
I have big ears, man. I would know when he was within 5 feet.
There is a lot of noise.
I have a passive perception of 26.
But you're not looking at him.
No. I have ears.
You're at a bar where there is a lot of noise going on.
Yeah, and once I'm called out, I'm gonna be paying more attention to that, but I'm still not looking away from where I'm looking.
Well, he's stumbling towards you. How about that? Before he puts
Yeah,
his hand on you.
yeah. Just as soon as he's within 5 feet, I'm
He is
going to
within
attempt
5 feet
to.
with it.
Yeah, so I'm going to attempt to knock him out. Um, I don't know how that works. I don't normally do that.
You
It's
get
pretty much
you're doing a melee hit pretty much.
okay. Like usually I use my weapons, and I don't really want to like kill the guy. It's like I know the rules for doing non-lethal damage. Just don't know how it works when you use a weapon that's not generally meant for that.
Where
You're using a sword. You
are you
generally hit him
using
with
the
the flat
are you
end,
using the back
flat
of your
side.
sword?
Which would be more likely to actually get him unconscious? Using like say my sheath sword would or like I don't know, punching him.
Just depends how hard you hit him.
Very hard, but not enough hard enough to actually like hurt him just enough to do non-lethal damage.
All right, let's see how many hit points you take out of him to knock him out.
All right. What am I? So am I just rolling like my sword and
Yeah,
just
just
okay?
roll your sword. But none of the pluses to hit from the sword.
To hit or damage?
To hit.
Okay,
Since you're not using your sword like an actual sword, you're just going for a blunt hit. I'm assuming you're
got it.
just like gonna hit him, like just grab your sword and just hit him up in the jaw,
Yep.
something like that.
And because I'm not looking at him, it will be a disadvantage.
Yep.
I believe.
That's what luck points are for.
God bless the lucky feet.
Where is my sword? My new sword, the Four Climber sword. I'm just gonna roll it with this, and then just not take any of the added points from the sword itself. Is this one-handed, two-handed? Is that what we have here? Yes. Okay.
You still managed to hit him.
Hold on. That is a fucking nat one on the right there. So I am
Oh,
using a luck point because I have to
oh,
if I want to actually hit him.
that is a net
So
one.
so yeah. Let's just roll another d20. Uh, yeah, I'll take the 18 plus uh 11 for the dex and my proficiency, but not the rest of it. So, yeah, 29. And it would deal just the 10 damage, not the radiant? Maybe? I don't know.
So you grab your sword, start swinging, start jamming it up as he slips and runs right into it, or runs his jaw also into it. As he falls right on the bottom of your feet.
He's gonna feel that in the morning.
I'm just gonna without looking, still just kind of shove his body away.
You're gonna need. Yeah, you're gonna have to actually physically grab him and move him if you want to move his body.
Hmm. I can't like give him one swift kick and see how far that gets me.
Nope.
All right,
Maybe.
never
He's
mind.
just your buddy who just is that drunk.
Uh, your ears do capture what sounds like some people getting out of their chairs
Oh shit.
and moving away from that area.
Oh, that's fine.
Ghaleon, as you consider my offer, maybe you should consider, and this is a freebie, advice from me to you as a sign of good faith.
Okay.
Not bothering with the worthless gods we have. Seek for the unknown ones, the forgotten ones.
That was
Those
kind
might
of one of
those
my
might be able
plans.
to those are the ones that might be able to maybe listen to you.
About that, but my time has kind of been constricted as of late.
Yes, time is something we don't get to enjoy. And I'm tired of watching you guys fail.
We're not failing. If we were failing, you would know how I punched a hole through realities.
I know that you did, and I've gone back to that point to try to understand it, but if I present myself at that point, then it starts to make things challenging.
Well, things have been challenging for us as well.
So I don't get a good ounce of the information I need.
Now,
But I
isn't
do
that
see the purple object that you use. That does pique my curiosity.
I bet it does. Well, you continue to let it pique your curiosity. And I know you're watching. I'll I'll talk to you if I need you.
I know, it's just a sensitive time thing. I don't want to watch again you fail because you waited too long.
I won't wait too long. Things have a way of happening in its own manner. I've come to learn that.
You know, your steak dinner's getting a little cold.
Like I said, I've eaten already, but I do thank you for the steak. It was your treat, I presume.
Of course, of course.
And I stand up from my table, and you'll be hearing from me. I go to walk down back to the bottom bar, I guess.
Oh, Galleon, one last thing before you leave.
Uh, what is it this time?
I also wondered if this yellow crystal was linked to that purple one that you have.
All crystals have meaning. One would think that you would know going through time as you do.
I figure I'd ask you. Take care, Ghaleon.
Take care.
O'Koss.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Am I still being carried around?
Yeah, you've been brought back to where you originally were sitting at.
Did that woman steal my money?
Your money's gone.
Yeah, I assume so. I'm just gonna sit at the bar, I guess.
There's a lot of people like, hey, buddy, hey, you want to get us another round?
Do you see my money anywhere? What happened to it?
Just put some more on the table.
No can do.
Oh, come on. You're a good friend, right? Come on.
Do I notice
One
where
more
any
for
other
the...
guys are? I don't even pay attention to them. Sorry, man.
There's other people that are starting to flock around you. Come on, get us one more. Yeah.
Where's my gold?
What goal? We were dragging you around. We were cheering you on.
You tell me all the gold on the table. What happened to it?
I don't know. I was
You
holding
find...
I was holding one of your legs. I was holding the
Yeah,
other.
well...
I was holding the other leg.
Yeah, well, someone stole it.
Oh, no more drinks, buddy?
No more drinks.
It was 10 gold. Who cares?
It's the principle, damn it.
Right.
Oh, come on. Don't you have any more? You want to just
Nope.
toss on there to get us
I'm
all
not
over here? Come
spending any more
on.
money. You go find who stole
Blame
that money, you get your drinks.
Hey, I heard it might be outside in the front. You want to go check?
I'm gonna pass.
I thought you wanted to go figure it out.
I don't care about it.
I thought you were just said about it. You cared about
No, I
You were just
gave
asking who,
everyone
and I think it was
drinks because I put the money on the table. And if
right.
it's
So
gone, it's gone.
if we find the person, we can get more
You go
drinks,
find
right?
them.
Yeah,
I'm
this is your
done.
money. Come on, buddy. We'll help you out.
I gave the money to everyone. So it's everyone's money.
Oh, you didn't give me money. Yeah, just give me a drink. How about
It
that?
was
And
on
we'll
the
call
table.
it. There's nothing on the table.
I know because someone
Not
stole it.
no, because you gotta get the drinks.
Trying to argue with a drunk guy.
Yeah, you're not going to get anywhere with that one.
No.
I'm gonna... Do I see any of the other guys? Also, I'm
Oh,
gonna cast... let me see here.
the only person you can catch a glimpse of is that Ardorel kind of flinched a little bit, but that's about it.
I see him?
Yeah, you can see him because he's looking over the balcony, right above the right, not too far from the table, or
Okay,
third floor. But
before... Where is that? I'm gonna cast Lesser Restoration on myself.
Alcohol is poison.
Yes, it is. Delicious, delicious poison.
And I'm going to head upstairs to where Ardorel is. Like this area.
right, but you got a wall of people right now just stopping you. Like,
I mean, I'm
hey,
going to make an attempt.
Is it at this point that Ghaleon starts walking out?
not yet.
Okay.
O'Koss has to deal with his drunken friends.
Yeah.
His new best friends for the night.
Well, I don't think they're my best friends if I'm not buying them any more drinks.
Once Ghaleon and Zigzag have met back up with me, I will, if he can't make it up on his own, vortex warp O'Koss.
O'Koss, you have a bunch of people surrounding you right now.
Let's see what else I've got here.
This is one of those bar situations that could defuse or go very, very sideways.
Can you use enhance ability? Let me just post it in here. Whoops. The one with.
Which
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to.
Which one are you enhancing?
Dexterity, which is the cat's
that's
grace.
great.
Okay.
It's towards the bottom.
Target has advantage on dexterity checks. It also doesn't take damage from falling 20 feet or less if it isn't incapacitated.
Yeah.
All right.
Remember, it's checks, but not saving throws.
Yeah, so I'm gonna try to get upstairs by more creative means.
Explain your creative means to me.
Do I see a stairway?
Yeah, past the crowd.
I'm assuming he means acrobatics, which does fall under Cat's Grace.
Sure. I will attempt to get from where I am to the staircase creatively, as in
Explain it how.
jumping around and
Okay. Can you go ahead and give me the roll for it?
Sure.
And I'll explain it to you.
Acrobatics.
Yes.
18.
Oh, you needed the advantage.
I know.
That is, you have a +0 in that. Okay.
So you managed to, as the people started getting closer to you, you jumped onto the counter table and
Mhm.
jumped onto the chandelier to get yourself over to the across from all these people and jump back
Nice. Nice.
to the stairway.
Just
Sounds
another
good.
night at the yawning portal.
As you hear the crowd just go, "Oh!"
Did I hear Zigzag say that? I said,
No.
we got a history here.
No, you
Okay.
don't. Zigzag, you don't even know where he's at.
Okay.
Nope. Sorry, that
Eh.
was out of character.
As you make your way up the stairs, Zigzag, where the hell are you?
Still trying to get to
Oh.
Ardorel.
Constitution saving throw, please.
Yes, please. So yeah, question, because Zigzag has been drunk in his past a lot. Do I
You're not-
feel normal drunk or do I feel like I have been drugged?
You have been drugged.
Yeah, I kind of had a kind of thought.
Hmm.
See how this goes. Oh fuck me.
Ooh, buddy.
Oh!
Ooh.
I am
how
not
far
proficient
did
in
he
Constitution
get?
saves.
Is he vomiting?
So, as you were trying to make your way up the stairs, you were already on the second floor as you felt dizziness and just passed out.
Shit, and passes out.
But passed out stealthily, which is arguably worse.
So you are now passed out completely.
You said he's on the stairs?
No, I believe I'm on the
You-
second floor.
Yeah, you're no longer in stealth, technically.
No.
No, yeah, incapacitated.
You're no longer in stealth, so you're just... To everybody, it looks like you're just a drunk kobold on the stairs.
Well, at least we're in familiar territory.
Uh,
You can say it's familiar and
Ardorel-
good though.
Ardorel gets a glimpse of you on the stairwell since he is looking in that general direction. So Ardorel does see you just stumble and then collapse in the stairs. As you see that, you also see Ghaleon walking the guards moving as Ghaleon walks past the guards, and the guards close up again.
Okay, the moment I see Ghaleon out, knowing that Zigzag's now passed out, I'm gonna fucking warp Zigzag to my, like, where I am. Probably right next to me. Vortex warp!
Well, he can't roll, so it just automatically will teleport him.
Yes. Even if I,
mean,
for whatever reason, chose to make the roll, I couldn't if I wanted to.
So he lands right on top of the guard that's right on top of the guy that's right next to you.
I mean, I'm pretty sure being incapacitated only stopped you from making dex rolls. This is a constitution saving throw.
I can choose to fail. I
But
choose to fail.
No, he's unconscious.
right, so I mean that would make it so he wouldn't be able to choose.
No.
So I don't
Like
know.
I said, he landed right next to you, right on top of the guy.
That makes it look more normal than having one passed out guy. Is having two passed out guys on top, one on top of the other.
You also hear more people getting out of their chairs, just whispering to each other, trying to get the fuck out. Did you see that? Fuck that. No, I don't want to be up here. Neither do I. People keep spawning around, fucking passing out here.
I guess I'll call over at Ghaleon. I got us a table.
I see you got company.
You're over here at this table.
Is your
Yeah.
little buddy doing all right?
There's a guy on the floor by his feet, as you also see Zigzag on top of that guy.
Oh, you're on. Why the hell is he on top of? I step over them both. You know what I mean? Like, why is he on top of him?
That
Is
was just
something
the
weird
most
going on
convenient
over
spot to put him. No, Zigzag was passed out on the stairs. I had to put him somewhere, so why not on top of the other passed out guy? I don't know who that is. I mean, I might. I don't know. I haven't checked. He was coming at me, so I knocked him out.
here? He's legit.
O'Koss has arrived now, coming from up the stairs.
Do I see the situation?
Yeah.
Gonna go over to.
Ghaleon's next to Ardorel talking over two bodies. One of them being Zigzags.
Gonna go over to Zigzag. And use.
Yeah, he's probably a bit too drunk. You might want to
What?
do the Luster Restoration. I don't know. Whatever
That's
that
him.
magic one is.
Well, he
that's
is
the
a
thing.
kind of a little guy. You know what I mean? How much can he really drink without getting drunk? You guys should have known better.
This isn't right.
I
There's
wasn't
something
with
wrong
him.
with him. There was a woman that was pretty shady.
Well, I'm pretty sure Lesser Restoration will take care of that too.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
Please and thank you.
Oh, I'm not done yet. Let me. I have to do it at level 3 because I ran out of level 2s. I don't know if that makes a
no.
difference.
Not really, no.
No.
It does the
Alright.
same thing either way.
I cast it.
Zigzag, you wake up on top of a human, and you can see that Ghaleon and Ardorel and O'Koss are looking down at you.
Hey, little buddy.
Have too much to drink?
Nope. Nope. Got drugged.
Oh.
Definitely
sure?
got
Was
drugged.
it anything fun?
Nope. Was not the
Oh.
fun kind of getting drugged. That no, I was definitely almost gonna get robbed.
Did you leave the gold
You-
on the table in the bar area?
Not by choice.
Okay.
But yes,
So
I
she
did leave
probably
it.
took it.
Probably.
I mean,
Who's the
I don't
unconscious
think you really
guy?
care. It's only 10 gold though.
I tell Ghaleon how
I
much I
don't
spent.
do. Now that the party's here, I'll flip over the guy I knocked out. Do I recognize him?
You recognize his color pattern on his suit to be from the Freedom Fighters.
It's one of your guys.
Those are my parents' people, right?
Yes.
Oh. I'll check his pockets.
You find about 5 gold and 20 silver with 30 copper.
Are you really gonna take that little bit of change?
I'm not taking his money. Is there anything else in his pockets? Or just money.
Ah, yes. There's actually a letter. There's actually a fold up paper on him.
That's more along the lines of what I was looking for. Yeah.
It tells him to go let Ardorel know about our visit tomorrow.
You just cold cocked a courier.
A
36
drunk
to sorry,
courier.
we've learned this.
Whatever. I'll put his money back where it was and slip another 20 gold in with the rest of it.
I have to watch your kids too today or tomorrow.
No, I feel like my parents are gonna want to spend time with their grandkids. I need to have an excuse to not be around tomorrow.
Well, I can give you a couple excuses. Well, the person I went and talked to, they say they're Kronos. I'm not exactly sure. They wanted to give me some power for exchange in the knowledge of how, the boom
I
boom happened.
vote we pretend that conversation never happened and move on with our lives.
Who
Or
is
if we could
Kronos?
go over there and confront him.
Or we could pretend that conversation never happened and move on with our lives.
He's gonna keep coming back until we deal with him.
Remember what happened the last time?
That's exactly why I said good day. That's why I said good day.
I
And
think we need to pay him back for
Thank you.
my daughter.
Thank you.
I left it cordially. Okay. I didn't tell him anything was going on or nothing.
Zigzag keeps asking, who's Kronos?
Yeah, no,
That
it's like, okay,
conversation
mind
never
filling the
happened.
new. Okay, you mind filling the new guy in? Who is Kronos?
Not here.
Nobody, nothing you need to know about.
That's a conversation for the vault.
I need to know.
I put my hand on his shoulder. He's a bad dude.
Yeah, I'm getting that vibe.
We're not talking about him anymore here. This conversation never happened. That conversation never happened. We're moving on with our lives.
We're very adamant about this.
That's what I
See,
thought.
The last time this came up, and I said we should pretend that conversation never happened and move on with our lives. Some people decided to not pretend that conversation never happened and didn't move on with their lives, and everything went to shit.
Got it.
If we don't deal with him, he's gonna keep coming back.
No.
Probably not. I just thought I would at least let everybody.
If you don't let him affect what you do, or what you think, or what you say, then he has no power.
I don't know about
Isn't it
that.
a little late for that?
No, because this conversation never happened, and we're moving
This
on
guy
with our
has a
lives.
lot of
You can
abilities.
pretend. Well, you can pretend all you want, but it still did happen.
Nope. Don't know what you're talking about. We came here, we had a few drinks, you had gotten drugged, and I pulled you up here, and that's all that happened tonight. Right, Ghaleon?
Yeah. Everybody was very drunk tonight.
There we
There's a
go.
party. There's a lot of parties going on tonight. Matter of fact, I too feel a bit woozy.
There's a party in the house tonight.
I don't know
Everybody
if I'm
gonna have
drinking
a
any
good
more
time.
of the drinks around here tonight. If we're going to drink, how about we go have the drinks at our
Yes, we own our own tavern. Let's go drink at our own tavern.
Yeah, I'm only drinking in our tavern from now on.
So are you guys leaving?
Yes,
Yeah,
Yes.
we're leaving.
we're leaving.
As you walk down the stairs, zigzag,
Mm-hmm.
you see two guards over stop you by the stairs and go, someone would like to have a word with you.
About regarding what?
I don't know. We were just instructed to get you.
By whom, if I may inquire?
One of our lords.
Which
Sorry,
one?
he's busy. He's busy. We're leaving.
He is underemployed right now and is
Could we
doing
make an
his service.
appointment for a later date? I am kind of working.
O'Koss.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, not O'Koss. Ardorel and Ghaleon see that it's the same soldiers from earlier.
I'm going to
I'm sorry,
pretend
gentlemen.
to be
I'm
drunk,
sorry, gentlemen, but this
and
is
I'm
nothing
gonna
too
go walk
concerning.
over, and I'm gonna pick up Zigzag and just start like stumbling while holding him.
Just pick him
towards
up by like the
door.
back of the cloak and just just dangling there.
Oh no, I'm doing full like underarms. Just pick up and
Just
walk.
like a sack of potatoes.
What would it hurt
Um,
to see what they're
I'm sorry,
talking
gentlemen,
about?
but as you can see, this is outside of my control. There's nothing I can do.
But sir,
Say thank you, bye.
I'd love to stay, but you see, I can't.
Sirs. Good day.
they just look over at O'Koss. Your friends are very odd.
Yeah, I know. Could you give me a letter or something with what you
Do you
want?
want to go speak to him?
O'Koss,
and
come on.
Zigzag's-
Gotta go.
Zigzag's space instead.
Sure.
Come on.
God damn it, O'Koss!
You were trying so hard.
Yeah,
You know what? You know what? No, I'm gonna vortex warp. I'm casting vortex warp on O'Koss.
So as the two guards escort you over, you feel yourself walking forward, and now you're in front of
Well,
Harder.
he's got to make a Constitution
Oh,
saving
that's
throw
right.
if he does not want to fail
Okay,
on
I'll
his own.
make an attempt. Let's see.
Fuck.
Oh,
You know what? No. I'm gonna use a luck point. Roll it again.
The universe has spoken.
The soldiers stop and look at you. Are you okay, sir? You seem a little nauseous.
My friend is
got
a
one more
little-
cast. Well, I'm gonna cast it again.
What?
I can do that.
Go for it.
There we go.
Sir, are you
A little persistent.
You're in front of Ardorel.
That's what I
Oh
said
no,
it to
you're
him.
not in front of me. You are like at the door.
What's wrong with seeing what they're on about?
No, absolutely not. Those were the guards that Ghaleon walked off with. So no, the answer is no. We're not going anywhere with them. We're leaving.
Oh, okay, fine.
We will move along.
We are
Core Tavern.
never coming back here. Nothing good happened to the yawning portal except for that time where we were given our tavern.
He needs to pay for what he did to my daughter.
Technically,
That's if
we
it.
did a
I
lot
mean,
of
I
things.
thought we wasn't talking about this no more.
Yeah, nah, that didn't happen. None of this happened. Nothing has ever happened with anybody named Kronos. Nobody named Kronos
We don't know
exists.
nothing about no time, okay? I don't know what time is. I just look at my fingers at the sun. I don't
Ain't
know.
nobody got time for that.
Are you still holding him like a potato sack?
Yes. It was the fastest way to get out of there.
Fine. I'll leave it for now. I open the door and walk out.
I'll probably put him up on my shoulder or something. I
I
don't know.
hold the door open for the guys, at least.
Oh yeah, if you carried me out of the bar, you're carrying me all the way home. You started
Nah,
it.
that's fine. I didn't have anything to drink.
We're both like dragons, like kinda.
Hmm?
As you're rolling out, there's a couple of drunk people out at the front of the yawning portal and go, "Hey, that guy, yeah, you stole us a drink, man."
Do I recognize the woman? Is she there?
No, it's not a woman. It was a couple of drunk patrons you had given alcohol to.
You mean I gave you a free drink?
Yeah, you stole us that drink,
I
man.
don't owe you anything.
Oh, you stole us.
I gave you
Look,
a drink.
there's this passed out guy on the third floor, second
Yeah.
floor. If you wake him up and tell him Ardorel gave you some money to buy people drinks, he'll buy you drinks.
Persuasion.
However, if you just steal his money, I will know and I will find you. So wake him up first.
Roll your persuasion, please.
Succeed at this. That guy is in for a
I'm gonna
night.
guidance him. Can I guidance him?
Go
Too late.
ahead.
15?
Hold on, I want to see what the other number is still.
Ooh.
18.
All right, okay. He's on the second floor?
Yeah.
Let's go parade him. Ah.
Just wake him up first.
Uh-huh,
Probably don't
I
slap
heard
him.
you. Uh-huh, bye.
Yep, alright.
Good,
Just
because
look
I
at
was
that.
this
That
close to dunking on them.
I just look over him. That was almost mean.
You
That
know
guy's in
what?
for a night.
You've made a lot of friends.
Who's this guy we're talking about?
Somebody my parents sent to give me a note that didn't do his job very well.
Yeah, the little
Oh, the guy on the
up there,
floor.
He was laying on
Yeah,
top of him.
Okay.
Yeah. Look, people think something's weird about one passed out guy on the floor, but don't think anything's weird if there's two of them. I thought it was a safe bet to put Zigzag on top of the other passed out guy.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, sounds good to me.
Was
That
that...
wouldn't have been my first choice, but you know.
It's whatever. I'm liking Vortex Warp. I do enjoy that as a spell. I feel like it can definitely come in handy.
As you're arriving back home to the tavern, you do notice that the tavern is packed tonight. There's music being played, and there are a bunch of people.
That's what I like to see.
Is being made. Ka-ting.
And there are people just dancing to the music, camaraderie, and whatnot.
I'm gonna make just a quick look around to see if I recognize any questionable people, just in case.
Sure. Roll me the investigation.
I'm gonna use guidance again. Is that 14?
What I meant to do smarm
You
would have
think
a
you
hard
saw
time getting to the wood.
something? It looked familiar, but since it walked out of the door already,
Which direction?
they left out of the.
Okay. The
It
main
just
door.
looked. Yeah, it just looked like somebody was being. Someone in a
Questionable.
dress was holding somebody up. They looked like they were drunk.
Okay. I'm not gonna do it. I'm just going in. I'm not gonna follow him.
Okay.
Hey guys, you see
Uh,
that?
as you all see, Rangar busy serving drinks, getting orders out.
We still
With
need more staff.
one person one person there also taking care of some of the tables. As food and drinks are moving around right now. He he sees you guys and he goes, "Come on, all you guys have to move. Go over to the table over there. You'll get some free wedges on the house." So he's clearing up like the bar areas for you so you guys can sit.
Oh, that's very nice.
And they agree to it because they're going to get free food out of it. Hey, bosses. Your usual?
Sure.
Hey, Ragnar, how are things going tonight? Any trouble?
Busy. No ruffians yet. Just a bunch of people.
That's the way we like it around here.
Yeah, we got an assortment tonight. Couple elves, couple dwarves, couple humans, a couple of lizard folk even up in here today, and I want to say maybe some dark elves over in yonder corner over there. Ghaleon, a couple of cloaked ones stopped by too.
Thought they were supposed to stay at the other place, man.
You said they couldn't go into the church, but this is the bar. So
You're right.
they bought some drinks, so I wasn't gonna kick them out since they're
No,
bringing in money.
I enjoy money.
They just hung around here for a minute and then they left. I kept an eye out on them though.
Still
Knowing that
sorting out your theocratic disagreements, I take it?
everyone has their opinion. Some people everyone has their opinions.
They do. I'm gonna want to figure something out.
But here you go, guys. As he puts up the drinks, he goes, "All right, let me know if you need anything. I gotta get the rest of these foods out." As he goes and runs around and puts the tables. Ardorel,
Yes.
you actually see your kids helping out as well.
Put them to work.
Good experience, character building.
So they're just running around, clean. Like pretty much all they're doing is really cleaning tables.
I tell Ardorel, do you know when your parents come by, they're gonna probably flip it about that.
They're coming tomorrow. Who cares?
When have they ever came when they said they were gonna come?
They appear in the door right behind us or something. Like right then. The universe has a sense of ironic timing, gentlemen.
I have learned that myself.
As you guys are chilling at the table for in the evening now. So, is there anything you guys want to do before you go to sleep?
I don't know if O'Koss can
Commune.
do his little thing where I could try to find any information about getting some
Not till the
blessings here.
next night, next day.
But
I think also Gond was getting irritated.
but no, but that was only for asking about for him to do it.
He wants to do the yes or no questions.
Yeah. This one.
But as long as I wasn't asking, him specifically,
Okay.
that's okay. I was gonna go. I was thinking it was a good idea to go look at the vault, go see what any books and such may be down there. I would think if any special books that we were keeping special would be in the vault and not in the regular library. But you all agree?
Sure.
So, do you all head down to the library or head down to the vault?
Yeah.
Sure, why not?
And plus, Zigzag has to get his cloak anyway.
That's true. It's still in there. I never did stop in and grab that, I don't think.
All right, so all you guys head down. As soon as you get out of your seats, people rush in to take your seats.
Wow,
It's a
those
bar.
must be some really popular seats right there.
It's a bar, but the minute you walk up, someone's gonna take it.
Mm-hmm.
Did do I notice that Ragnar had put up any of the discount and the sale stuff up yet?
He's putting it up tomorrow.
See, look, guys, we're doing great without even the discount going on. Imagine that this place is going to do once the freaking discount kicks in.
Right.
I think other places might get angry at us, actually.
Too bad.
So as you guys head down into the stairs and get to the vault, do all your code thing and everything to get through the doors, you hear the doors close behind you as now you are in the vault.
In the
Well,
vault.
Do you want us to do a check on this?